Welcome back. This is going to be a short and sweet one, just talking about something that I think a lot of you listening to this will find super, super useful. And hopefully, it's the breakthrough, what you need to hear to get you moving forwards in whatever you're working towards in life. Whether you've got business goals in 2025 that you want to hit, you want to grow your business, you want to increase your revenue, you want to increase your profits. You want to increase how many staff members you've got working for you so you can step away from the day-to-day mundane tasks of obviously doing the work and you can have more freedom. Maybe that's your goal. Maybe you've got a fitness-related goal that you want to get into shape. You want to have more confidence. You want to look better. You want to feel better. You want to have more energy. Maybe for you, it's just getting to the point where you can sit on holiday and you can take your shirt off and not feel uncomfortable or not worry about having to tell the missus to take photographs off Facebook that she's posted or off Instagram, okay? Imagine a life where you didn't have to worry about the missus posting photos without asking you first, okay? So, stop caring what people think about you. This was the biggest thing that moved the needle forwards for me in life, in business, in fitness, okay? The moment I stopped giving a fuck, excuse my language, this raw talk, the moment I stopped giving a fuck what people thought of me, that's friends, people who I thought were maybe friends, or people who are friends, family members, colleagues, employees, people who don't know you are the worst for this. But the moment I stopped giving a shit what people actually thought about me, and I just done what made me happy and what made the people closest around me happy as well, that was when I started making the most progress with my fitness journey, my business, and the needle started moving forwards. Okay? For so many years, I held back doing what I wanted to do. Whether that was going to the gym, again, most of you will probably be able to listen and relate to this. Whether that's going to the gym, I used to hold off potentially doing certain things in the gym because I was worried about what people would think about me. Maybe I didn't want to. I remember actually the first coach I ever had, I hired a coach. I didn't tell anyone I had a coach because I was worried that people would take the piss and be like, Joe, why have you got a coach? Why are you not doing it by yourself? I can tell you how to do that. Realistically, the guys who fucking tell you that they know what they're doing are the guys who aren't even in shape. Why are you doing that? I can tell you how to do that. That's why you're in incredible shape as a dude, okay? So, those of you listening to this actually who maybe have a coach, like, fucking brag about it. Tell your mates, tell your friends, tell your family. Not just talking about the guys who work for me. Like, you don't have to tell anyone that you're working with us. But anyone working with a business mentor, anybody working with a fitness coach, anybody working with a therapist, with a mindset coach, with a lifestyle coach, with a money coach, tell people. Don't feel like you can't tell people, because self-development is one of the best things, and people who take the piss out of you are very small-minded, very narrow-minded. And again, that was one thing that held me back for so many years. Caring people's opinion. It stopped me wearing clothes that I wanted to wear. The thing that made me come on and talk about this was this nose strip, okay? Okay, this nose strip. The nose strip that changed my life. This was the turning point for me, to be honest with you. I have always struggled with nasal breathing, okay? Everybody I meet is always like, Joe, have you got a blocked nose or something? Joe, have you got a cold? It's like, no, mate. I have issues with my nose. I don't know what the issues are. I've been to the doctors. They reckon there's nothing up. But I cannot breathe properly through my nose. Mrs. gets mad. I breathe through my mouth all the time, okay? We saw these nose strips online. She's been on to me for years, months and years. Joe, I think you should go get your nose checked out, okay? We saw these nose strips online. And we saw them and she said, why don't you just try them? Why don't you just see if they work? I put it on for the first time ever. And it opened, basically, those of you who are looking, those of you who are watching this, I've got a magnetic strip on my nose. And it opens up your airways, okay? So you can actually breathe better. And the first time I put this on, I was like, holy shit, I can breathe properly. I can breathe normal again. You might see a lot of athletes and stuff wearing this. People might say it's bullshit. People might say it's a placebo. People might look at me and say, Joe, you look like a fucking idiot. But the reality is I can breathe now properly, guys, okay? And this was what made me come on and talk on this podcast, talk on this YouTube about not giving a shit what people think. Because if I would have cared, I cared for so long. Joe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, would not have recorded a video. I wasn't even recording videos 2 years ago because I wasn't where I am now, and I would have cared what people thought about me. Joe 2 years ago would never have walked down the street or gone out for a run in a nose strip like this because I'd be scared of what people would say. People would say, Joe, why you got that stupid fucking nose strip on? What the hell you got on your nose, dude? Okay? And that would have held me back for so long. But now I can breathe. Do you know what I mean? I don't. The point I'm trying to get across is I don't care now what people think about me, and I'm better off for it. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, actually, I can relate to that. I don't wear that t-shirt because it might fit a bit tight. I might be a little bit frightened. I might be a little bit scared what they'll say. I'm not going to wear that hat because fucking John might take the piss out of me. I'm not going to go to the gym because when I tell John at work I'm going to the gym, John takes the piss and John says, Joe, why are you going to the gym? You don't need to go to the gym. Gym's for fucking idiots. People used to say that to me at work, okay? And this prevented me so long from moving forwards. It made me anxious. It stopped me doing things I wanted to do. It stopped me wearing things I wanted to wear. It made me down. It made me unhappy. It made me unconfident. And then, like I say, the moment I bought this nose strip, I put it on, and I realised how much better my breathing was whilst wearing this was the moment I changed my life. And I realised, actually, if you don't care what people think, your life could be so much better off. And you could maybe look the way you want to look. You could wear the clothes you want to wear. You could have the business you want to have, okay? So learn from my lessons. This nose strip changed my life. Anybody listening to this, I'm not sponsored by this company, okay? But anybody listening to this, struggling with nasal breathing, buy one of these. But if you take one thing from this video, and you're listening to this thinking, I feel a little bit anxious. I fucking don't want to start this. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to start eating healthy. I'm not going to have meal preps. I'm not going to take meal preps to work because I'm frightened at what they'll say and they'll take the piss. Realistically, the guys taking the piss aren't where you want to be in life, okay? And if they are, then again, is it making them happy? Who gives a fuck as long as it makes you happy, okay? So take one lesson from this video, and it's not buy a nose strip. It's do what makes you happy. Block out the noise. Block out the idiots, block out the people who take the mickey. If it's friends, they're not friends because they obviously clearly don't understand, so cut them out your life. If it's people you don't know, then they need to get a life. And if it's family, again, fucking talk to them and say, listen, this is why I'm doing it. And if you don't like it, give them one of them. If you're listening to the audio version, I've just stuck my fingers up. Hopefully you found this useful. I'm not going to ramble on for any longer, but learn from me, learn from my mistakes, stop giving a fuck what people think, and I promise you will move forwards in life so much faster than you do now. Because right now you're stood still because you care too much about the opinions of small-minded people.